Alright guys, so I am now live. We are waiting for the last block to start streaming well, we're already streaming. Waiting for the last block to hit before we go to the fork. Completely sped up on me here. I thought I had a little bit more time, but it looks like maybe some different pools may have closed down, so the blocks got found a little bit faster. But as you can see here, we're doing something a little bit different today. We have the feed with the estimated block time here, so we're just waiting on the fork to happen. So I am broadcasting this live, which can be a little scary, especially if something goes wrong. But I think we should be fine. So we're waiting for this to happen. If you have not updated, make sure to update your software, update your node. If you have not updated your wallet yet, you need to update before you transfer your coins. So we're just waiting on the last block here. So we're looking for, let's see here, waiting on block. Let's see who's going to get block one. Let's see. So I'm going to go ahead and let me remove this here. Alright. So I am all over the place right now. I don't even know if we have people in here. We got 10 people watching right now, at least on YouTube. Like I said, this is not my normal setup. I'm trying out some of my work stuff here. Let's see. So Insight is gone, so I think that's being moved over to another server right now. Insight is gone. So see some of you guys here on the Discord. I plan to have audio from Discord in here, but like I said, I had to go out and grab my daughter from daycare, and so we're not at a set time. We're at a set block that we fork. And as a result, this actually sped up pretty quickly. I thought I had a little bit more time than that. So we're already finding the new blocks here. So let's see what we're doing here. Anybody else mining? Let me see if you are on the YouTube here real quick. As you can also see, I have a live Twitter feed for anything hashtag Lara2 Rev3. So it's gonna fly across the bottom here. So let's get a check to see how everything is going. Let's see how we're going here. Yeah, so Adams was able to see that I was using the winvtcfork.xyz website. So that showed that we were done there. Let me pull up, because I'm mining. So this is one of the reasons why. Doing a little bit different setup here. I am on my work laptop, so I'm using Wirecast and everything in order to stream. So the WinVTC here, you can see that we're already up. Let's see, what's the block time on that? So I'm using my actual computer that I normally use to stream is currently mining. So I am mining on the new algorithm. I have my own P2 pool open here. Man, this sucks, because I had graphics I was going to put on YouTube. I was going to do social media broadcasts and everything like that. I think we are going to be streaming on Twitter, but like I said, this thing jumped up, went much faster than we anticipated. So Verbase is already online. They've already confirmed their update. I am streaming on Twitter. We are on Twitch, and we are on YouTube. I think Twitch, I might even have the wrong name. So this might be the previous event that I got here. Let's see if it gave a different name. So it's a little frustrating. I went through all this trouble and then ended up, let's see, titles. Yep, so I even have the wrong title on Twitch. Vertcoin Fork. You guys are all following this with me live as we do this. So Vertcoin Fork. Update the title on Periscope. Now that's all updated. You're not going to see the chat in the stream because I didn't have time to get that set up. So let me go through and read the chat here real quick. So lovely fork, win spoon, fork happened. Yes, the fork did happen. Let me pull up my P2 pool here real quick. You're not going to be able to see it because, like I said, that is on my other machine. I might be able to pull that up right here. Let me move the camera. So you're going to see the camera here real quick. So this is my local P2 pool. And right now we have a few people here on here mining, and you can see that the network hash rate went from over 5 terahash to now we are at 340 gigahash, and we are successfully forked. We are on the new algorithm. Now, the one thing I do want to look up here, so just so you can see, this is my local P2 pool that I am running here on my machine. Now, let me bring this back here. So, just so you guys can see me here. Everything's looking good. I mean, I am getting a little less mega hash on my two 1070s here as opposed to when we had the Rev 2. One thing I did want to point out, I'm going to get rid of the win fork as that's no longer needed here. Let me see if I can pull up, let's see, almost 10. Yeah, so that's something else. Remember, 10 blocks into the fork, that's when the difficulty is going to be readjusted. So these 10 blocks should fly through here. So what block are we on now? So, and that's something else to keep in mind. You know, if you're on a previous P2 pool or anything like that, you got to make sure that you're updated completely because now it is a completely different chain. Actually, I'm gonna pull up. Let me do this. Bear with me 1 second here. Actually, while I'm pulling this up, I'm gonna actually run one of our other videos. So this is one of the cool things with the software that I use on a day-to-day for work. I'm able to run pre-recorded videos and stuff like that. So let me do that here, and I'll be right back in just a quick second.
What is Vertcoin? Vertcoin is a digital currency that can be sent between people over the internet without having to rely on any payment processor. Compared to other alternative technologies, Vertcoin has a number of advantages. Like Bitcoin and Litecoin, Vertcoin isn't controlled by large banks or institutions. Vertcoin is free from control of big mining hardware manufacturers and can be mined by anybody profitably. One of Vertcoin's biggest strengths is its active community of developers and members working as volunteers, all growing entirely off of donations. With Vertcoin, you can truly be your own bank. Let's take a look at some of the great features Vertcoin has to offer. Decentralized mining. Mining should be fair and easy, which is what Vertcoin delivers by not allowing ASICs on the network. This ensures long-term security and fair distribution of the currency. Vertcoin's one-click miner. Building a strong network requires many miners. So Vertcoin made mining easy with their one-click miner. Now anyone can mine and earn Vertcoin fairly and easily at the single click of a button. Active development team. Vertcoin developers are constantly working towards advancements in blockchain technology. And building strong relationships with other blockchain developers helps us learn and share information for better outcomes. Segregated witness. SegWit allows Vertcoin to increase its block sizes and add second-layer solutions for further improvements, such as the Lightning Network. Lightning Network. The Lightning Network offers scalable, instant blockchain transactions, allowing for massive increases in network capacity and an instant point of sale for merchant adoption. Atomic cross-chain swaps. A decentralized way of exchanging your Vertcoin with another coin that exists on a different blockchain. One of the benefits to Vertcoin is that the software is completely open source and anybody can review the code. Vertcoin is changing the financial system, the same way the internet changed publishing. Vertcoin will allow everyone access to the global market, incentivizing great ideas to flourish. Let's take a look at some examples of how Vertcoin is already used today. You can purchase video games, gifts, books, servers, and even a nice pair of socks. Vertcoin is listed on a number of exchanges where you can exchange those coins for dollars, euros, and more. Vertcoin's low transaction fees and quick payments allow any small business to offer multiple payment options. Unlike Visa and MasterCard, there isn't any cost to get set up to accept Vertcoin as a business. There are no chargebacks, and there's just a very small transaction fee that equates to about 1 cent. You get additional business from the crypto economy by accepting cryptocurrencies. Does this look like something you would be interested in? Do you want to know where to buy and how to mine your first Vertcoin? Go to vertcoin.org today.
Alright guys, welcome back. Sorry if that was a little loud there. Yeah, so just use that old video of ours. It's not too old, but it is a previous advertisement that, well, it's an animated image or video that we put together. But use that so I can pull up the NiceHash website. Excuse me. These, I'm going to use kind words here, but they've already started to rent out the hash power for Verthash, or not Verthash, Layer 2 Rev 3. And as you can see, you know, it is what it is. Unfortunately, we got to wait a little bit for Verthash before we can completely eliminate this this stain on the rent to attack when it comes to lower hash rate coins. I'm still mining here on my P2 pool. I got a 1, 2, 3, 4 other people who are here on my pool, so thanks guys for joining my pool. I don't charge any node fee, any of that stuff. It's just purely because latency when it comes to P2 pool, or really any mining pool, that can increase the number of orphans that you have. So I always run my own P2 pool, and that's also because I like to have as much decentralization as possible. So that's why I'm running P2 pool here on my machine. And you know what's funny, this is the first time I've mined on this machine in a while. Just because ever since the ASICs got on here, it's been kind of unreliable and a waste of energy, I guess you could say. So, you know, somebody did say here in the chat, make sure to donate. So that's something that you may notice here on a on this channel. We're not monetized. So one of the reasons for that is one, the foundation is not finished yet, which cool thing about that is that we have finalized, we've submitted the paperwork for the 501c3, so we are well on the way to being able to get that squared away. But we didn't want to take any monetization through YouTube until we have that 501c3 status that makes us a nonprofit. So that is why you're not seeing that whenever you're watching YouTube or anything. And some people have said, well, you don't take super chat or anything like that. And you know, I always say, if you want to donate, by all means donate through the website. So let me throw those up here. I gotta take these off. Give me 1 sec. Here we go. Get rid of the clock. And I'll throw this over there. So up in the top right hand side, you can see our Discord channel, our donations. There's links down in the description as well. I know when I first initially streamed this, I had the wrong name. I got completely caught off guard because this thing snuck up on us fast. We had an estimated amount of time, but that, you know, right there, right towards the end, it looked like a bunch of the pools decided to switch on over, so blocks got caught much faster than the average 2.5 minutes. But so far, we're doing pretty good. So people have also asked, has Treasure updated, or has Ledger, has these hardware wallets, have they updated? Let me see here. I'm going to see if I can pull up, like I said, I'm doing this all on the fly, so let me see if I can do a screen capture here. Let's see. It's kind of hard because I am on my laptop here. I'm not on my desktop where I have the 2 monitors and everything. Let me see if I can. So this is, if you're over in our Discord right now, if you come into the general chat, you can see all the developers and everybody are in there. We're helping each other out, answering questions. But if you go to VTC5 Trezor.io, then you can actually see that we are running. So let me add this in as a screen overlay. Here we go. Where are we at here? Video capture. Nope. Where's my overlay? I need a website. Shots. There we go. Web page. Add. Let's do this one right here. I'll make this a little bit bigger. So if let's push this over. So now, as you can see here, here is one of the 5 nodes on the Trezor.io. You can see they've already updated to the current wallet status, and they did that about a week or so ago. So they've been updated. So the main thing here is if you have any of these any Vertcoin stored on a hardware wallet, make sure that you update your software to the latest software prior to taking those coins off of your hardware wallet, and that way you're on the correct chain. The last thing that you want is to take your coins off of your hardware wallet and then you go to transfer them and you are on the wrong chain. As long as they are on that hardware wallet and you don't go to move them, you don't necessarily have to update anything. It's when you go to move them and start interacting back again with the blockchain, you want to make sure you're on the right chain. So Red Panda Mining, hey man, nice to see you in here. You're going to do a video tonight about Vertcoin. Awesome. You know, let us know how that's going for you. I know you do a lot of different mining and stuff, so I'll be looking forward to seeing that. We have, let's see. So will your P2 pool stay for long? If yes, could you share the Strata mining address? Yeah, sure. Let's see. So the Strata mining address, I actually have it here on my laptop, because although when I do that I'll give everybody my IP address, which is probably not ideal. So I mean, well, here's one thing. I don't want you to mine on my pool just to be mining on my pool. I want you to mine on the pool that is closest to you, because at the end of the day, that latency matters when it comes to orphans and stuff of that nature. So the best thing you can do is to pull up, so I use the one-click miner because I feel like that's what the majority of individuals are going to end up using, because it is easy. You know, mining in the past has been very, you know, it's command line based and a lot of times. And the one-click miner, which we released today, if you had downloaded it a little early, you would have known that it was purely designed for the new fork. So you actually couldn't mine the old algorithm. You can only mine the new algorithm. So you know, if you can go download that now, you can start it up. Let me see if I have. Let me see if I can open up this here. So if you look at the one-click miner, let's see if this will. So I don't want to give away my password and my workers and all that other good stuff. But what we can do is I will, so here is my pool. Any of you DDoS me or anything like that, I won't know, but that is my P2 pool address. So let's hope that I don't have to go change my IP address. So there you can see P2 pool working, got people connected. Let's see, so yep, there you go. So we posted the different scanners, so you can check those out. Yeah, the one-click miner does have a built-in scanner, which is cool. Let me see if I can add this in here as a shot. So like I said, I have the application status for that hardware wallet right there, the Trezor hardware wallet. You can see that you're good to go for that. You know, the only exchange that we had any issues with as far as getting to upgrade was I think it was Yobit, where they wanted money for us, for them to upgrade. So that's when we advocated for people to take their currencies, their coins off of that exchange and don't use it at all. And then again, I've never experienced anything bad or anything good from that exchange. I've always heard just horror stories. So let's see here. Have we gotten any blocks yet? So checking to see here, it doesn't look like P2 pool has gotten any blocks. So no blocks have been found yet on P2 pool. So alright guys, you need to start mining the P2 pool. Let's see who's actually getting the blocks. Let me pull up Vertcoin. pull that up here. So most people's insights ended up just not working anymore. So it'll be interesting to see what goes on with that. We'll just have to get all those updated. So yeah, it's funny, people are saying now the fork's already happened, wind moon type stuff. Let me see if I can pull this up. Add this as a shot here. So shots, get an application here. See, screen cap. It might be. I'm not even going to worry about that. That's fine. Let me see. Excuse me. Actually, while I work this out, let me go to another commercial.
What is Vertcoin? Vertcoin is a digital currency that can be sent between people over the internet without having to rely on any payment processor. Compared to other alternative technologies, Vertcoin has a number of advantages. Like Bitcoin and Litecoin, Vertcoin isn't controlled by large banks or institutions. Vertcoin is free from control of big mining hardware manufacturers.
Actually, sorry, I think I already played that one. I had a coughing fit there for a second. Let's go to one of the original ones that we did here. Stand by.
Vertcoin is a currency similar to Bitcoin or Litecoin, with the major differentiating factor being that it is committed to being an ASIC-resistant coin, which means it can only be mined by GPUs. So that means that anybody from, a kid sitting in his dorm room in New York or somebody sitting in China in their home can be mining the coin. So it can't be mined by really expensive ASIC machines. When we talk about the vision of Satoshi Nakamoto being decentralized currency, where Bitcoin and Litecoin and some of these other coins kind of fail to do that is with these consolidated ASIC farms that are owned by just a handful of people that are processing all of the transactions. So with Vertcoin, it decentralizes the mining and the processing power of that blockchain to just the everyman. Anybody who feels like they want to get involved in mining can get involved and invest in mining equipment to mine Vertcoin, and they can rest assured that even if Vertcoin becomes the most popular cryptocurrency in the world, there will never be ASICs developed for it that only fat cats can afford to run. Another thing that is kind of part of the ecosystem of Bitcoin and Litecoin and Vertcoin, which is that those three coins are all SegWit enabled, which is a scalability solution for those blockchains. So Vertcoin is one of the first, if not the first, to enable SegWit, and it pretty much gives them the ability to be on the Lightning Network, which allows for something called atomic swaps. Vertcoin, in essence, can work as a payment mechanism for Bitcoin, for example, or you can seamlessly swap within the wallet using this Lightning Network technology, which creates a scalability solution not only for Vertcoin, but for Bitcoin and Litecoin as well. The social media venues are Twitter just at Vertcoin, Reddit r/Vertcoin, and the Discord. And you can pretty much find the links to all three of them right on the website, vertcoin.org, and you'll find a lot of great other information.
Whoops, I was getting some feedback there, sorry. Alright, so here is my one-click miner. So this is on my laptop here. So my other one's running, currently at 63.5 mega hash for two 1070s. So I don't have a crazy rig here or anything like that. I've wanted to do much larger rigs and stuff of that nature, but I am married and I have a 1-year-old daughter. And as anybody may know, a 1-year-old is very curious, and I would have to almost lock all of that equipment away from her. So that has kind of tampered down my desires in order to get heavier into mining. But here you can see the one-click miner. So the cool thing about this is that you can come in here, you can select what miner you want. So with this iteration of the one-click miner, we got rid of the CPU mining ability because, one, it wasn't profitable. The main purpose of the CPU miner was for testnet, because you didn't want to spend a bunch of power, electricity using your graphics cards and stuff, but we needed some hash power in order to be able to test testnet and stuff of that nature, so we removed that. The UI is a little different now, so as you can see here, this information right here used to be right in the middle, so that's been adjusted a little bit. Now, I know there has been calls for us to put a new coat of paint on the one-click miner. You know, that might be in the works down the road. We have some other things that we want to get a UI squared away for and stuff of that nature. But yeah, I think, you know, right now the main thing about the one-click miner is you want to make sure that your functionality is there, and you want to make it as easy as possible in order for people to get up and start mining. You know, we can make it pretty. You know, making it pretty is going to make it more attractive for more people and stuff, but we can make that pretty here a little bit later. So we'll put that on our to-do list. The more you want to see that, you know, let us know. Hit us up in the Discord. That is the main place where we all live on a day-to-day, on a day-in and day-out basis. Luckily, we all have Discords on our cell phones, so even when we're on the road. No, I just got back from traveling up north here in the United States for work, so I was able to keep up, and you know, I wanted to do this stream from the hotel up there, but unfortunately, spotty internet. You know, the Wi-Fi is what Wi-Fi is. But here, in order to find a P2 pool node, so all you have to do is you come here and you click Find P2 Pool. Now this is going to open up in another window, so of course I'm not going to be able to show that. Let me open it up in another shot here. Give me one sec. So we'll do new screen capture. Let's add this. Doing this on the fly, guys. I did not have time to prepare for any of this. So let's see. This is P2 Pool Node Scanner. Microsoft Edge CP. No, I don't think that's going to be it. Refresh. Let's show it. I don't know. Let's see. All applications, window. If this will, there it is. Okay, all right. Whoa, that is huge. Let me bring that down because that is much. You guys can't see this real quick, but we are going to bring this down here and gonna make this right there. So, all right. I'm going to switch over. So now you can see this is the P2 Pool Scanner. So when you come here, you can select Network 1 or Network 2. So depending on what type of mega hash power you have with your rig, Network 1 is kind of geared towards machines that are 100 mega hash or more. Network 2 is geared for the machines that are less than 100 mega hash. So if we go and click Scan, then this is going to scan, and I do apologize if you hear my daughter. She is, it's about dinner time, so she's a little upset. But if you scan right here, you can see the local node. So this one, you know, they're going to be by latency. So you want to get the lowest latency. And here's mine. So this is my node, and it's 2 milliseconds away. So obviously I would click that if I wasn't already hosting it here on my own computer. You put in your wallet address, and then it will automatically add that. So here, I'll just add this one right here. If I were to put in a wallet address, you know, we'll just do a generic one right here. We'll add selected pool. So that's not a valid wallet address. So you have to put in a valid wallet address. And when you do that, then it's going to add that pool to your node here. So let's go over to Network 1, see if we can load some scanners right here. So here are some other Network 1 nodes. So that's where you come to get your node, and then once you've added that, all you have to do is check it off right here and then click Start Miner. And now you're going to want to make sure that you have your NVIDIA or your AMD miner, depending on what types of graphics cards you're using. Then you're going to want to select the appropriate miner for that. So yeah, that's a quick look at the one-click miner that was released today. We're going to zoom that out here. Let's look at the chat real quick. So like I said, I'm on my laptop here. I don't have my dual monitors like I do on my main computer, so it is kind of hard if I miss some of your comments here. Let me scroll back up here and see what we got here. So there we go. I'm mining now. Network 2, that's Canaan. Yep, so I got a node on Network 2. Let's see, ETA on block. The block's already happened, so the fork's already happened. We're already good. Let's see, switch over my 1060 rig tonight. Awesome. You know, I've flirted with the idea of doing like a 1060 rig or something like that, but I still think that the 1070 power to hash power, you know, power consumption to hash power is still one of the best cards. Now, obviously, if you only have 8 slots or 6 slots in order to put in your rig, you're going to go with the most powerful thing you can, as long as you're not paying too much in power as opposed to what you're getting in hash rate. So let's see. So you can use the links above to find more nodes. Yep, use those scanners nodes above. Let's see. Is there a paper miner for layer 3? I have no idea. So this is something is is there a proper miner? I thought you said paper miner. I'm thinking paper wallets. Is there a proper miner for the Rev 3 on OS yet? I don't think so. I think so far it's just Linux and Windows at the moment. But check our GitHub. All of our miners are there. Now, there may be some third-party miners that may get developed for the algorithm. And that's something else to take note of, too. We don't know what other coins are going to do. So there was other coins who used our algorithm before that now, you know, they're kind of left to their own devices. They're not, they can choose to stay with that algorithm and they can accept the ASICs that are currently on their network, or they have the option to upgrade to our algorithm. You know, we are open source, so everything, you know, they can adopt it. You know, we'll see what happens with that. Here, let's go down through. See, does running a P2 pool require a lot of computing power? No, not at all. So running P2 pool, I run it here on my desktop. You can run P2 pool on a Raspberry Pi. So it doesn't take much power at all. So I know a lot of people who actually run the P2 pool, or they run a Vertcoin Core wallet. So it's a node. They run that on a Raspberry Pi, and they just leave it on their network and plug it directly into the router, and it just stays on forever, and they don't ever worry about it. I run it so my computer stays on all the time. And what I was doing prior to the ASICs getting on the network is that whenever I was not using my computer either for streaming or for video production or graphics or anything like that, it was mining. You know, and that was kind of the purpose that for Vertcoin is, you know, one of our target audiences with Vertcoin is the gaming community, because a lot of people will spend a lot of money on their gaming rigs, but they only use the gaming rigs for a few hours a day. That's a lot of downtime that machine can be used in order to earn Vertcoin for them and contribute to the security and the consensus of the network. So let's see here. Let's see what we got. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. I got a coughing fit today. Sorry, I muted my microphone right there so it wouldn't blow out your eardrums. Alright, let's see. I'm looking at the NiceHash. Excuse me, NiceHash Live Marketplace. I'm just checking to see how many people are buying and selling. You know, one of my biggest fears when I saw NiceHash had adopted the new algorithm. So I saw that, and the first thing I thought about was like anybody who bought ASICs, the ASIC manufacturers, anybody who just hates Vertcoin because we stand behind our promise to the community and our philosophy with getting the ASICs off the network. I could just see them trying to attack us right off the bat. It's kind of like when we announced that we were going to fork. The next day we had a 51% attack. And unfortunately, NiceHash is available for people to do that if they know how to do it. It's a little frustrating. So let's see here. Let me just look back here at the chat. It's not likely that my laptop battery holds 2-hour charge at 50% load. Yeah, so one thing a lot of people ask me, so I mine on my work laptop, but I have a dedicated 1070 inside of my laptop. It is with crazy cooling. It's a big 17.4-inch laptop, so that's the only types of laptops I would ever mine on. But if you have a laptop that you're not doing any mining on, but you want to run P2 pool, or you want to run one of the full wallets, so you have a node out there, you know, it's a great option. Man, I hope I'm not getting sick from all this traveling. Alright, let's see. I'm going to run one more of our videos here, because I spent so much time setting this up, and just to have it all go kind of run up on me here. Let me set up my next shot here. So I'm going to run one of these other commercials. I'll be right back in about 1 minute and 24 seconds. So I will see you here in just a second. Let me double check and make sure this is scaled right. Scaled to fit. There we go. All right, I'll be right back in just a second.
What is Vertcoin? Vertcoin is an open source, truly decentralized digital currency that can be sent from peer to peer over the internet. There are no intermediaries, no chargebacks, and most importantly, you control your money. Vertcoin is sent and received from a digital wallet on your mobile phone or PC. When you send Vertcoin, the transaction is published to a distributed public ledger, whereby users are incentivized to verify transactions with their computer processing power in return for a Vertcoin reward. Surprisingly, most transaction verification for leading cryptocurrencies, such as Bitcoin, is not done by its users at all. It is handled almost entirely by large data centers called mining farms. These farms use specialized hardware called ASICs, which are primarily owned and operated by large mining companies and ASIC manufacturers. So why does it matter? ASICs centralize power in the hands of a few, allowing them to manipulate transaction fees, force protocol changes, and block others. Vertcoin foresaw the issues ASICs would bring and pledges to keep its mining algorithm ASIC resistant by hard forking if needed. By allowing users to profitably mine coins on home desktop PCs and laptops, Vertcoin stays true to the original vision of cryptocurrency, a financial system owned and run by its users. Visit vertcoin.org to get started.
Alright guys, welcome back. That gave me a little bit of time to get me something to drink and alleviate this cough. So let me know, are you guys mining? Are any of you guys mining out here the new algorithm? Or are you checking out the network? Let me see. Just want to get some interaction here with you guys. Oakster, you're just now updating one-click miner. Hey, better late than never. But yeah, that would be good so you can get back on the mining. So, I mean, the goal here is that we want everybody to be able to participate in mining. So we don't want just, you know, people with ASICs or people with a ton of money and these industrial mining complexes and stuff like that to be able to take away the average user's ability to contribute to the consensus of the project. And that's something to keep in mind. You know, while we are able to you know, you can secure a network with an ASIC. You know, you increase the hash power. That kind of can eliminate any risk of people being able to use places like NiceHash to attack your coin. But something else that you have to take into consideration is that it's not just the reward that you get from mining. It's also the consensus around the rules set on that particular cryptocurrency, on that particular blockchain. You know, whoever has the majority hash power can rewrite those rules at any point in time. But wanted to take a look here at hash graph. So I want to see, has P2 Pool earned a reward yet? So I don't have any recent blocks. So I don't think P2 Pool has found a block yet. Let's see. So interesting. Yeah, so this is, so it looks like one treasure address has found how many blocks so far? Found 12 blocks so far. And this is the thing too. Let's see. The first hour, the block rewards and the way hash power is going to be distributed and all of this stuff is going to be pretty volatile. So if you do not see a block found within the first 5 minutes, don't freak out too bad. You know, but we do have, and I really wish that I had, I think I can pull up Discord. Yeah, let me pull up Discord here on this computer. P2 proxy still good to go? I think so. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe somebody else here in the chat can advise. Let's see. You have to update to 0.14 Vertcoin Core before you do anything. You know, no doubt. Make sure your Core wallet or your Electrium wallet is up to date with the latest version. If you have your coins on a different, if you're stored on an exchange, which I advise you not do because you don't own the keys, not your coins, not your keys, not your coins. But we at Vertcoin, we have complete, you know, the only two wallets that we are in development on is the Vertcoin Core wallet and then the Electrium wallet. And, you know, so those are the only ones we can control. All of your other wallets that are out there, these third-party wallets, you know, we can ask them to update, but at the end of the day, they have to do it. And you're trusting that third-party developer to update and keep everything secure for your network or for your coins that are on their wallet. See, so thanks for mining on my P2 pool. Like I said, I don't get any additional rewards out of it. I don't charge any fees or anything of that nature, because at the end of the day, I want people around me to have as low latency as possible when it comes to mining. So I know there's some, and when you look up those pools on the node scanner, it'll tell you if it has a fee associated with it. So I understand 1% fee. That's not too terrible. It's not a lot, when it comes to the grand scheme of things. It does, it may help pay for the power of having the P2 pool operating. But if you can search it, and if you find one with 0% fee, by all means, you can go for that one. Let's see here. Let's look through the comments. These are starting to build up here a little bit. Yeah, make sure do not send your coins anywhere until you've updated your software. Technically, if you have an old wallet, the coins are sitting there, they're fine, as long as you don't move them anywhere. Because as soon as you have to update prior to moving, that way you're on the correct chain. Let's see, P2 Rock is still good. GitHub, okay, putting out the links to stuff. Konami has updated. Yes, they confirmed the fork. And actually, let me do that real quick. I'm going to go over here. We had created a document where we were kind of tracking all of this, and that's something else people may not understand, is that a fork is not easy. It is it's a pretty time intensive endeavor that requires a lot of work in order to make sure that everybody is on board. So I'm going to make me a little bit larger there, that way you guys can see me. So let me pull this up here. So the places that confirm. So Bittrex has confirmed. Poloniex has confirmed. We had Crypto Bridge has confirmed. CoinEgg confirmed. Bitsane confirmed. Litbit.eu confirmed. Shapeshift confirmed. Flip.me confirmed. The ChangeNow.io confirmed. Coin Payments confirmed. Bittylicious has confirmed. InstaCrypto has confirmed. Konami has confirmed. Edge Wallet confirmed. Exodus confirmed the update, but as you recall, it's been about 9 months or something like that. Exodus stopped supporting Vertcoin because our Insight and their Insight were different versions, and they didn't want to update, and we didn't want to host the server for them. So we ended up separating that. But for some reason, they are still supporting people who have the coins on there, but we advise that you get the coins off of the Exodus wallet, which, the Exodus wallet's a nice wallet. It's a very pretty wallet. I like the functionality and everything, but just the way that they go about communicating with the blockchains and stuff of that nature makes it a little bit more burdensome on the developers of the whatever coin it is that they're hosting, and it's not necessarily a responsibility or anything on Exodus. So we have CoinGI.com. They confirmed the update. South Exchange confirmed the update. Trezor, Ledger, both of those confirmed. Like I said, Edge Wallet, Konami Wallet, both of those have confirmed as well. So trying to make sure to see here. Bitpool mining pool has supported. So if you are mining to another pool other than P2 pool, make sure that the P2 pool that you are mining to has been updated. So if we go over here, you'll see the updated P2 pool version is 5EEB76D. So let me see if I can pull that up here. Give me one sec. That's it. Nope. That's, I gotta pull up here on the laptop. Go here. Oop. Sorry, give me 1 second. Here we go. Alright, I need to make this bigger. So we'll do 720 by 480. Let's do 1200 by 480. See how that looks. There we go. Alright, I'm going to have to make me smaller again. So, sorry about this, guys. I need to be a better professional and have these shots already pre-made up. But, you know, that would work if I had this planned out beforehand. So I'll take this off. That way I just got a little bit more real estate. So, alright, let's sew this over right here. So, here is my local P2 pool. And here you can see that we have a few number of people going to that right now. Now let me see, do I have the ability to have this scroll down? Probably not, so that's not going to be a good user experience now, is it? No, it's not. So let's do this. Yep, no, I can't do it. That's unfortunate. So let's do 1,000. 1,000. Let's do 1,500. There we go. Let's 1,200. All right. See how this looks. Boop. There you go. Look at that cool little magic. You see it here inside of Wirecast. So we're going to make me a little bit bigger. There we go. You get to see all the behind the scenes today. So now here you can see down here at the bottom we have the P2 pool version. You want to make sure that if you are going to that version, or you're streaming to a P2 pool, you want to make sure that you are using this version right here, the 5EEB76D. So that is the new forked P2 pool. And you just want to make sure if you are mining, you're mining to the right pool, you know, or to the right chain, because otherwise you'll be pretty upset when you mine coins that are no good. You know, you want to make sure that you're there with the right stuff. So yeah, let's do this. Let's go back over here to the chat. I want to reach out to you guys here real quick. Let's see. What's the minimum payout for your P2 pool? Minimum payout is determined by the amount that you contribute towards the block once it has been found by the pool. So you can see a predicted payout on the right hand side. So that'll give you a predicted payout, and that's based on the amount of hash power you're using, for how long you've been mining, and things of that nature. So my pool does not, it's all automated through P2 pool. There's no, I don't get to go in there and manually set, you know, give this much out. Now if I put a node fee on there, then I would get 1% of whatever is found, whatever block, you know. So the block reward is 25 Vertcoin. I would get 1% of that as the P2 pool node operator. But mine's at 0%, so everybody gets, and that 1% would be taken away from everybody who's participating on the pool. But you know, mine's 0%, so everybody gets everything that they earn whenever they go to mine on P2 pool. Let's see. At the moment, difficulty 10. P2 pool gives you all of this. So Kaku is doing a good job of explaining that out. Let's see. So like I said, accurate difficulty is going to be a little, it's going to give you difficulty as of right now, but that stuff's going to fluctuate a lot. But here, it's going to normalize out here after about the first hour or so. But yeah, thanks Josiah on the grats for the fork. It snuck up on me, man. I had this, I spent about 30 minutes because initially I was going to stream on my computer, but I was like, I want to mine on my computer. I got 2 graphics cards over here as opposed to just one here on my laptop. So wanted to mine on it, which I've been mining now, you know, for this total duration. Still averaging 65 mega hash with the 2 1070s. Now mine are overclocked a little bit, and it is starting to get warm in this room, so I may have to open a window. Thank God for wintertime, right? But yeah, so let's see here. I may let you know we can't see your mouse. Yeah, I know, unfortunately. So that's one of the cool things about, normally whenever I do a broadcast, I'm using OBS, Streamlabs OBS, because it's free. And what I use on a day-to-day at work is a piece of software called Wirecast, which has a ton more flexibility. It's a software switcher and everything. So whenever I'm showing you a website, excuse me, Wirecast is actually going out and it's pulling up that website on its own. So it's not like I'm screen sharing what is on my screen. So it's cool because I can have all kinds of, I can have the website up on my screen and be looking around on it. But unfortunately, it's not a screen share of what's on my screen. It's actually going out to the website and trying to pull that in so it can show you. No different than whenever I come over here because, actually, let me do this. What am I doing here? Oh, because I shut down my one-click miner on here because it wasn't running. I'll pull that back up. Let's see if we can. Is this it? No? Why don't you want to show now? That's not nice. Come on. There we go. Is this it? No, it's not it, I don't think. Yeah, it's not one to show now. Heck on. See, this is doing it live, man. You're not testing anything. You're just rolling with it. Configure application, one-click miner, refresh. Okay. Yeah, not wanting to show up now for some reason. Oh, well, that's okay. When I had the one-click miner up, that was actually taking a screen grab of the application on my machine. So that's why you're able to see my mouse. Whereas right now, you can't see it if I pull up a website because it's actually reaching out to the website to pull that in here. So you thought the fork would kick NiceHash off. So what you're thinking about there is VertHash. So VertHash, the goal of VertHash is to also have an ASIC fork in case somebody decides to spend a bunch of money dumping R&D into this algorithm. The new algorithm will brick those ASICs. But VertHash, the main goal of that is to eliminate the ability for NiceHash to be able to mine the algorithm. Because right now, NiceHash reaches out to everybody else's computers and they pull that hash power and they combine it in order to give that hash power to the person who is currently paying. The way that we are R&Ding right now VertHash is it's going to be impossible for a cloud miner like that or someone who pulls mining hash power from everybody else across the internet. It's going to be impossible for them to use or to mine VertHash because of some of the parameters that we're toying with right now in order to make it so that's not possible. So yeah, VertHash still in R&D phase. We're making a lot of advancements on it, which is awesome. So we're much faster than I initially anticipated as far as where we are with the project. But it is still in R&D phase. But the goal of VertHash is to eliminate NiceHash as an option to attack us as a project, or anybody who wants to adopt VertHash as an algorithm. NiceHash will not be able to mine them. Now, that's initially. Now, just like everything in technology, eventually they may figure out how to do it. But the goal is that that's our purpose of VertHash, is to eliminate things like NiceHash from being able to be used to attack the currency. Let me see here. I want to make sure. Okay, just making sure my preview was right there. Yeah, Josiah. So, NiceHash, they added. We thought that it may take them a little bit to add Rev 3, but they were pretty quick about it. I mean, I imagine that they are looking at, look, this is a money-making opportunity for people to be able to rent GPUs, GPU hash power, and get in on the action. So they looked at it as a money-making opportunity, so they obviously put some resources behind getting that up and running and ready to go before the fork even happened. So, let's see. So Gert, I think the algorithm is pretty much done as far as VertHash goes. I don't want to speak outside of the development team because I'm not the one who's developing the algorithm. I am coding. I can do some HTML. I can do some stuff with it, but these guys that are on the development team are light years beyond where I am when it comes to coding. So I can observe that things are getting done, but I don't know if I can exactly speak that he's finished the algorithm itself. I do know that it was, it either was or is going to be put onto a test net, so perhaps the algorithm might be done. I guess we'll have to, everybody's going to have to wait around to see if that is the case. Let's see here. Anybody having any issues with the fork? Anybody who is mining having any problems so far? I haven't seen any. I'm just checking over here in the Discord. Make sure and pop into our Discord. You can see the link to that, or the text to that is in the top right of the video here. You know, pop over into our Discord. I might be able to load up Discord here. Actually, yeah, I can. So we're going to, once again, you're going to ride along with me. So we're going to delete this shot here, and we're going to add another screen capture. So new screen capture. So now we're going to change this over to window. And let me get the application here. So we're going to go to Discord. Okay, so let's see if this one will work. So we're going to reset position. And it's not really showing, so this may not work. Like I said, sorry for I'm trying to do this on the fly here as we go. Discord is not wanting to display. So as you can see, whenever I try to pull it up, it is just a black screen. So we are not going to do that. We'll just go right back here. So unfortunately, I can't show Discord because I didn't want to show all of my screen here because I have some other links and stuff like that up. So just for security reasons, let's see. You've had an issue. Everyone was supposed to donate 1 VTC to the development team at the fork, but everyone missed it. Oh, see, I wasn't even aware that that was a thing. So let's see. So as you guys know, it's up here in the thing, so you can go to vertcoin.org. Let me go over here, vertcoin.org/donate. Remember, we are a all volunteer group. None of us gets paid. We donate a lot of time over here to the project, and it's all because we really care about the philosophy behind the project. We care about the ability of people to be able to contribute to video capture. What am I doing here? Sorry, I'm trying to build this while I'm talking. We really care about people being able to contribute to consensus without, you know, having to buy some really ridiculously expensive hardware. I don't want a video capture. I don't know why I keep creating a video capture. Give me one sec here, guys. Sorry about that. Don't need that. I don't know. What do you guys think of the Twitter feed? So this is just the Layer 2 Rev 3 Twitter feed. So anybody who uses that hashtag, your stuff will be seen on the stream here. So let's go here. We're going to take this 1100 pixels wide, and let's go 1500 pixels deep on this. So that will, now we're going to make this, I'm going to make me, because you guys don't need to see my ugly face. And I don't have the Vertcoin shirt on today. Like I said, I've been working like crazy. So I have been relegated to doing what I can. So today we have the regular shirt, the regular old shirt for me. So, alright, we got that. Let's go here. I want to make me a little bit bigger. So, alright, so here is the donation page. So, if you feel so inclined, we don't, and you'll, if you've ever watched one of these streams, you know that we don't really beg for money or beg for coins or beg for donations. We understand that, people, they donate if they can. They donate if it's in their hearts. Wow. Did all of this get done? Did we reset the tip jar? Guys, this is crazy. There's no way that we have 10,000 Vertcoin in the marketing and advertising fund. No way. It's not possible. Maybe this is a bug with the fork. maybe. Well, I know Insight did have a problem. Let me see, guys. Can you verify? Go over to vertcoin.org /donate, and let me go over here. We'll go throw this in live. Go over there. Just double check. Make sure that see if that if things are happening with that, because I pulled it up here on my screen, and everything is maxed out. The exchange listing fund, which has been there, we actually have, we're going to roll that, we talked about this a few months ago, we're going to roll that over into the VertHash development funds, simply because exchanges now, they're not, outside of the one exchange that wanted to charge us to update the software, which is insane, they're not really accepting listing fees anymore because they're starting to get scared about the whole security thing. Also, we felt that VertHash, getting rid of the ASICs and protecting the project and the ability for people to be able to mine the project was very important. So we had put this out on Reddit as a vote, just to get feedback from the community and such. And a lot of people were very, I think it was like 98% or so of the people who responded were very much in favor of repurposing the exchange fund over to VertHash development. But right now, the general dev fund is sitting at 10,000. Or no, sorry, not 10,000, 1,056 Vertcoin. The developer tip jar is 2,735 Vertcoin. The marketing fund is 1,000 Vertcoin. Wow, this is crazy. Maybe my screen's broken here. Is this happening for everybody? Let's go back. Look at the chat. Yeah, it must be bugged because of Insight. That might be why. But the addresses still work, so those addresses are there. If you want to donate to any of those particular addresses, we kind of divvy it out depending on what you want to donate to. Once we have the foundation, it's going to be just a single address, and that's if we're able to do anonymous small donations, because when we have the foundation, we are going to be accountable to the IRS. Our books will be open because any 501c3 is. But, we have to start keeping track of people who donate to us in large sums. Because obviously most of those people are going to write that off on their taxes here inside the United States. So the IRS is going to come to us being like, hey, did this person actually donate? Yeah. So I have seen the GERT merch. I know some people have been creating GERT pillows. Let's see, anybody got a link to one of those? It'd be cool to share that out. I know GERT's family has bought a bunch of the pillows, hopefully to support their back and not to sit on his face. Let's see, can confirm Insight is always fun. Dude, just Insight is a fun tool that unfortunately causes a lot of problems. But hopefully that can get resolved here. But I think so far the fork has been successful. We haven't had any hiccups. We have, let's see, waiting for P2 Pool to find a block here. Network hash rate is still at 532 gigahash. So compared to the 5 terahash where we were before, we're not doing too bad. Obviously that has kicked a lot of the ASICs that were off. Let's see. Let's see here. If I'll mine enough, I'll donate at least 1 BTC because I appreciate the dedication to keeping ASICs off the net. Yay, no doubt. I appreciate that. And you should be able to mine 1 VTC pretty quickly, depending on what type of hardware you have and things of that nature. Maybe you guys forgot to get out the last month. Maybe. I know sometimes we do. We try to reset that every month because that is a monthly goal. And part of the reasons why we have those monthly goals is because it costs funds to run these servers and to run a project. Some of the things that these ICOs and other projects don't have to worry about is we didn't have a pre-mine, we didn't have an ICO, we don't have developer fees or anything of that nature if you go to use the software. none of that is recycling coins back into the project so that we can use that in order to keep the infrastructure up as far as your Electrium server, the website server, getting all that up. Now, granted, I mean, nobody on the team gets paid, but you still have to have these servers running and things of that nature. And then we also have lawyer fees and stuff like that where we're trying to get the foundation set up. So let's see. Sadly, a bunch of exchanges and apps also use, and when it works, and it's great. That's true. It can make or break sometimes a relationship when you're dealing with exchanges or other third parties and stuff of that nature when it comes to a cryptocurrency. So, but it is after 6 o'clock here on. So it's real, really. Okay, wow, interesting. So we'll see. What comes of it over here over the next few days. I'm probably going to do another broadcast here hopefully within a week. I think our goal is to get the monthly developer update out next week. We wanted to wait for the fork to happen, let everything calm down, because I mean the last month and a half has been a ton of work. We have been going nonstop. I mean it's pretty insane the amount of hours that everybody has put in. But we wanted to. This is our third fork as a project. Most projects can't do one fork successfully, so this is our third one. And we're hoping that we will have another fork here not pretty soon, but when Verthash is finally finished, we will be. We're going to probably sit on Verthash maybe a little bit unless we see some malicious actors on NiceHash trying to take advantage of that platform and its ability to attack lower hash rate coins. Or if we see an ASIC manufacturer throwing around hints that they are building an ASIC for Rev 3, then we will launch Verthash and just put all of that to bed. But I know we do want to make sure Verthash is pretty future-proof. We want this thing to, I mean, I think the last iteration of our algorithm lasted 2 years, a little over 2 years or so. Ideally, with all of the technology and the thought process going behind Verthash, we want that to last a number of years. We definitely don't want to have to make a tweak or anything like that relatively soon after releasing it, 6-7 months afterwards. We want to make sure that that thing is solid, so that when we put it out, it's ready to go. But I'm going to go ahead. Let me see. I want to just double check any questions we got here. So you get 20 mega hash on RX 580, probably more. Let's see. It's part of Canaan's place then. So I know. So I might. A lot of people have talked about my wall. So this is my home office here, and I'm a Baltimore Ravens fan, and I'm a Virginia Tech football fan, so I'm a huge football fan. I got my bookcase and golf behind me, so everything is pretty much is about me as a person. But some people have asked if I'm ever going to put anything Vertcoin related up here on my wall, and maybe. I mean, I don't know if you've ever made any banners or anything like that, but they are not cheap, especially if you want to get a good quality one. But maybe one day we can start Here's the thing, too. I don't really want to accept donations for something that's going to go up on my wall. I think it's a little ridiculous. I should be able to do that myself. But, if we can get some design squared away, I might be able to throw something up on my wall. Hopefully the design that wins is not like a big picture of Gert's face sitting up here on the wall or something like that. But it is definitely some useful real estate here whenever doing the broadcast, to either be able to advertise something or to showcase the latest piece of software that we're coming up. Hey, Mike. So Michael R, yeah, he's a JMU fan. So Michael R is actually the guy who got me into cryptocurrency. Long time ago, back in 2017, I went down to his place in South Carolina. I don't know if you guys remember what was it? It was the eclipse that came across the United States. I actually traveled down to his place to check out the eclipse, and he showed me his mining rigs, got me into cryptocurrency, and ever since then I've been all about it. Love it completely. So he said, need a wall of Gert pillows. I mean, I think I can just put Gert's face up there, and it would be great. He's got a Canaan Fathead on his wall. If somebody does a Canaan Fathead, that'd be pretty tight to put up there. Let me see if I can get where is it at here? I'm going to see if I can find... no, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to worry about it too much. I don't want to take too much of you guys' time. So continue mining. Continue upgrading your software. If you have any problems, please come into our Discord. Let us know. And we will do our best to try and help you out to get you squared away. But it looks like the fork was successful. We have kicked the ASICs off of the network. It doesn't look like anybody is abusing NiceHash, so hopefully that will keep, the bad actors will stay away, and we don't have to worry about anything like that. The fact that I even have to say that is quite ridiculous. But we'll hopefully everything will get squared away with that once Verthash comes out. So, like I said, I will be back on here streaming, hopefully maybe the end of next week. Once we get the developer update out for January, look for that. But until then, I want to thank all you guys for being around here. Sorry for the disorganized stream today. I was rushing to get this squared away. But I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys. I'm going to throw out one of these other commercials, and then we'll go ahead and fade on out. Let me know if you like this style. So this is with a different piece of software. Obviously, I have the animated Iceland graphic in the background with the green, the auroras, and it kind of goes with the Vertcoin green. But let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about these pre-recorded videos. Even when we go to talk about subjects that we've talked about before in the past, I can pull up the previous video and we can reference it directly here. So it just adds a little bit more production value and stuff of that nature. Wanted to thank everybody for joining us here today. I'm going to go ahead and let me switch this over here. We'll go ahead and wrap up the show for today. So once again, thanks for joining us, and we will see you guys again in the next one.
What is Vertcoin? Vertcoin is an open source, truly decentralized digital currency that can be sent from peer-to-peer over the internet. There are no intermediaries, no chargebacks, and most importantly, you control your money. Vertcoin is sent and received from a digital wallet on your mobile phone or PC. When you send Vertcoin, the transaction is published to a distributed public ledger, whereby users are incentivized to verify transactions with their computer processing power in return for a Vertcoin reward. Surprisingly, most transaction verification for leading cryptocurrencies, such as Bitcoin, is not done by its users at all. It is handled almost entirely by large data centers called mining farms. These farms use specialized hardware called ASICs, which are primarily owned and operated by large mining companies and ASIC manufacturers. So why does it matter? ASICs centralize power in the hands of a few, allowing them to manipulate transaction fees, force protocol changes, and block others. Vertcoin foresaw the issues ASICs would bring and pledges to keep its mining algorithm ASIC resistant by hard forking if needed. By allowing users to profitably mine coins on home desktop PCs and laptops, Vertcoin stays true to the original vision of cryptocurrency, a financial system owned and run by its users. Visit vertcoin.org to get started.